Good morning, everyone. Friend over here at Blasterworks, and it's time for me to plan my page for next week in my trash journal. We are in week 3 of May, which puts us on this page. Let's get this out of the way for a second. So this is the page I'm going to do today. It's actually like the last page we did, pretty much. And then here's my center page, which I'll be adding to today. And I did fill out my tracker. So I rode my bike Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I took an extra day off on Wednesday. I was scheduled to work, but I gave my shift to Juanito because I was going to work on the front yard this day, but then I ended up not doing that either. So, I took it off, and then I ended up having to go in for just a couple hours in the morning because I forgot that my friend had scheduled an eye exam, so I wanted to be there for her, so that she doesn't go all the way to my location and then I'm not even there, because originally I was supposed to be there. And then she ended up being sick. This is my flea market friend. So, but I had a lot of stuff I needed to get done, so I worked for a couple hours that morning. And then I went to, actually, that's a good segue into my trash. I went on the way home. I stopped at the El Dorado Nature Center, and I paid for a parking pass so that hubby and I can go walk there in the evenings, just a 30-minute walk, 15-minute walk, whatever he feels up to. And somewhere different than walking in the neighborhood or just walking around, because he does his exercise in the backyard. So I bought a pass, and we went there on Wednesday. And we just went not even that far. Like, we didn't even get into the gist of the park. We just went over the first little bridge, and then we turned around and we came back. But that did take like 30 minutes to do. You guys have to understand that his walking capabilities are not, it takes a while for him to walk. So, but that was good, and he enjoyed it. And we saw fish in the little river there that they had, and some turtles, and they have a little, on the sidewalk, they have like little paw prints that they had stamped into it. It's really cute. It's really, really cool too. And the weather was perfect. So it was nice to get him up and out. And so we're going to probably do that again. They're closed on Sundays, but our goal is to do that at least twice a week, 2 to 3 times if we can, but twice for sure. So, and they're closed on Mondays. So did I just say Sunday or Monday? I think they're open today, but it's Mother's Day, and I'm going to the flea market, hopefully with my friend. So we probably won't go today. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, by the way. So I went and got a pass, and then I just picked up whatever they had there. This is my receipt for the pass. And so I'll incorporate something in there. This one I think has the map of the park, which I like. And then this is, you guys have seen this before if you follow my channel for a while. These are the plant-based noodles that we eat. And this is a reminder that I need to order another box of these, because we had like 2 packs left. So, but I think I'm just going to use that little picture. I like that. And this is very thick. This is great packaging for tags and stuff. It is kind of glossy on this side, so you may have to sand it before you glue or paint on it. But yeah, this is pretty thick. It's a great material. I finally finished those cookies. Okay, remember this design that I took off the top of the bag? All right, so this was on the bottom of the bag, and this is the bag decoration. They were pretty good. They're little tiny cookies, about that big, a little crispy. They're kind of crunchy, but the flavor was good. I liked them. And then I just cut all this off of the bag to use somehow. This is from my challenge, the Divas Color Cube Challenge. So I made this. This is going to be my journaling card for this coming up week. I did post that video yesterday, so it's ready for you guys to watch if you haven't watched it yet. And it's this parakeet, and these are the Long Beach parrots. So this is going to go in that center page. This is what I have left over from this challenge, so that'll go in there. And I already have a ready-made journal card. And then this is from the last time. Remember the other one I made, the other journal card, this one. I cut out, this was from the bag I used to do some of this orange in here. And I cut out the letter. This was a word, and this was the I, and it has like a little chicken head. So I cut that out. I'm probably going to put an eyeball on him and outline it. But yeah, so I cut that out. So I'll be using that. This is from work, throwing away our graphics. And I just cut the eyeball out. This is kind of a weird material too. I'm not sure how this would definitely need to be stapled or double-sided tape on that if I use that. This is on my porch. It is from a real estate lady, and it was just on my porch with another flyer. I think this one that said Happy Mother's Day. So I just wanted to show you guys this. I'll probably just cut out the flower and use that, or maybe, you know what, I'll just cut out Happy Mother's Day and use that, since today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Here's your flower. This I probably won't use. I just wanted to show you guys. It's just a little notepad. I mean, I'll probably use the pad like to jot down notes and stuff if I need to. And this would be a great, this piece here would be great for my planner, actually. But I think I have enough to go on already. So I'm going to put this over to the side. And that'll be just to take notes. This I found while looking for, which is good. I'm doing this Divas challenge because it gets me into my stash to look for the colors that I need for the week. And I found this. And it's Wednesday, the 20th of May. I don't know what year this is. I'm trying to read it. That's not the year. Oh, they're real big down here at the bottom, Brenda. 1959. Okay. Well, how odd. Okay, you guys remember the other calendar. I think it's 1995 that I'm using that has the art. This one. No, 1998. Sorry, this 1998 calendar, because it matches the calendar itself. You know, like the 1st through the 30th, all that matches this year. So the Sunday through Saturday, the dates all match. So does this one from 1959. How odd is that? Look, because today is the 10th, right, on a Sunday. And look, it's 10th. So I'm going to use this for my journaling card that I'll be working on this week for the Divas Challenge. But, you know, isn't that cool? It's a big journal card, but, you know, that'll work. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So while looking through my stash for stuff, I'll put it over here on the side, and hopefully I remember that I have that. For this challenge, I'm finding all kinds of stuff. I'm finding things like, oh, I forgot I had that. All right, this is just the cover to this like Sears Roebuck and Company calendar, or not calendar, catalog. I think it was just like a replica. I mean, it looks pretty old, but it's definitely not from 1894. I think this was a replica. I'm not sure, but this is just the cover. But look at that. Isn't that nice? I don't know how I'll use that. I just wanted to show it to you guys. Yeah, this would probably be a good page, but then I would have to attach it to another page. So that'll go off to the side also because I'm not using it today. This was just in the mail. And I just thought it was weird because the journaling card that I'm doing, that I was working on, is the parakeet. And it was a lot of green. And I thought, how odd that she's wearing green, you know? So that's why I took it, but I didn't use it for the parakeet. But I might, I don't know. I don't like people, but maybe I can put something over her head. So this was dinner last night. This is actually, looks like meat, right? Cutlets made from mushroom root. It really does look like this. It really did look like meat. Consistency, or whatever you call it, texture, all that was spot on. Flavor, you need something on it. Like you would need like to make a nice sauce, or you'd have to season it, because even though it looks like it has seasoning and stuff, it was not seasoned. I mean, the flavor was not that great by itself, unless you put something on it. Not sure. We bought it on sale because we wanted to try it. Not sure if we would buy it again. We definitely wouldn't buy it at full price. So yeah, there's that. But the ingredients are really no soy. Everything is just roots, and it had a lot of seasoning, but it's 2%, less than 2% of the garlic, the onion. You know, maybe they should up that percentage a little bit more to get some flavor on that thing. All right, and then this is another thing I found while going through my stash, and I think this was sent to me. I want to say Leanne in Canada. I think she sent it to me one time in some mail. I'm not positive. But I thought, why is this just in my drawer? This is a perfect page for my trash journal. So this may be the center of next trash journal. So I'll fold it this way. It's a little wide, so I might have to trim it down. Yeah, just have to trim the edges off a little bit, which I can do. And use that for my center page. All right. off to the side it goes. Just want to share that with you. And then this was on my door. This is, remember, from the elementary school up the road. They always make these little door hanger thingies. And this one was Happy May Day, April showers, May flowers, that whole thing. So yeah, so I usually incorporate this into my trash journal, but usually my trash journal is bigger than this. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to definitely, because it's a flower, and I really hate to take away from the flower aspect. Maybe I'll just fold it in, this part in, and then, but not glue it down. And then that way, when you get to the page, it opens up. So we'll see. We'll see how I use that. All right. So that is it on my trash. Let's see what happened this week. Nothing really exciting happened this week. Just working on my yard. In fact, I didn't journal. I need to journal for this week, and then I need to see what chores I need to forward into this week, which is not a lot. Koa, poor Koa, right? Geez, what I need to do is put Koa on my desk, and then that way I will work on him. My Scrappy 8 challenge, I do have a new idea. Of course, I keep changing my mind. I do have now a new idea for the sign that I'm going to go with. So hopefully I can get that done. If I'll start it today, maybe later, if I go to the flea market. I'll do it when I get back. I'm not sure if I'm going to the flea market. I have to call my friend this morning and see if she's up for it, if she's not still sick. But yeah, so that is that. Let's see. So let me get going, figure out what I'm going to do. First, let's put down, because I know I'm going to add the little parakeet. I just don't know. I know for sure I can add him. He's kind of big, right? He would have been great sitting on her head. But she's already got an avocado up there, so not sure. But let's see. Maybe I can. I really like the sitting down one. It's just hard to incorporate him, I think. Let me look at my page, because there's... And yeah, I know he could be big and sitting on this pole too. Oh, here's a windowsill right here. Maybe I'll have him sitting right here on the windowsill. Yeah, I'll do that. Because if I put him on one of these poles, it just won't... it doesn't have to look right because we have a lady surfing in the sky. But yeah, I think I'll put him here up close. And then I'll still use that one too and put the one flying up here. Yeah, well, you know what? I'll do that off camera since you guys already know what I'm going to do on that. And right now I'm going to get ready for, in case I do go to the flea market, so I just got to change and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm not sure if I'll tape my process or just show you guys at the end. So we'll see. Hold on a second. All right, I started and then I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to hit record. But I'm just cutting stuff up. I'm trying to decide. I put already some stuff aside that I'm not going to use, like the eyeball and some of the El Dorado Park stuff. I want to keep this because it has the little map inside of the park. So I do want to keep that in here probably as a whole. And then I just cut out some of the animals from the other flyer that I might use as decoration. But I'm just trying to figure out, because I have a lot of stuff here, but I think I'll make this a pocket to hold my planner, which may be on here because I can write on the back of this. But this is just too big, and I was over here deciding, do I like the sun or do I want the meat? Because I don't need the whole card. Because I like the sun, but I also have the sun on this little piece too, but it's really small. So yeah, that's where I am. And then I just cut that part off the box. I'm going to use this as a tuck, I think, for the journal card. So the journal card will go in here like a tuck, because this is pretty wide. It takes up the whole page pretty much. So that's where I was on this. And I think what I'll do is, I don't need the whole thing. Let's just go across here. And I probably should peel some of the layers off, because this, look how thick that is. It's very thick, but I don't want it too thin either, because I need it to be strong to hold the journal card. But let me see if I can, just a few layers off. Well, you know what I'll do? Let's see. Let's go half of the plate. I think once I cut it, it won't be so bad. I should have used my knife on this, my blade. And then just glue this down and then just have that as a tuck. Oop. So I'll just glue like an inch down there. That would work. And I won't have to thin it out, I don't think, because I'm telling you, this is like really, really thick. But that might work. I might even have to staple it. It's so thick. But you know what? I'm just going to glue it for now, since I already know I want to do that. I've got so much, and everything is orange. Isn't that lovely? Hopefully this will stay because it's kind of glossy on this side. Like I said, I might have to staple it. Okay, and then this I know I'm going to use as a pocket. Oop, as a pocket. I don't know why I lifted that up. So I am going to trim the edges off just a tiny bit, and then just use double-sided tape to tape that down. All right, and then this will hold my planner and whatever else, receipts and stuff in there. Oh, and by the way, we after our walk on Wednesday, hubby asked if we could stop by and get more egg rolls. Man, he is addicted to those egg rolls. That's how good they are. They are really good though, and they're not the little egg rolls like this. They're pretty big. They're like they're skinny, but they're longer than your average like egg rolls that you get at fast food places. But yeah, they are good though, I have to admit. And you get 3. A little pricey, of course. Everything is pricey nowadays. But I guarantee you he's going to, sometime this week, he's going to want them again. I bet you. We'll see. All right. Yes, I did that yesterday while I was doing the yard. I don't know what I did, but I have a blood blister. Come on. I trimmed my nails because they were getting so dirty from work and stuff, and breaking. Now I don't have any nails to pull off all this stuff. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's see. That's going to go in there. So, all right. So these guys are just going to be decoration. I don't know if I have any more googly eyes for this guy. Let's see. Oh, I think I do. Yes, I do. Wink. These are recycled. They were on something else and I took them off. So now they have this big glob of glue on there. All right. And let's just use this. All right. So should he be decoration? That's too many birds on one page. What do you think? Maybe I'll use him later. I don't know. We'll see. He might be a good belly band later in the journal. All right. So now I got to still do my journal card, and I could use them for decoration too. But I think I'll just put these guys here for decoration. Oh. Birds seem to be the theme. There's a bird there, bird here. My journal card's bird. He'll get lost over there, so you're just going to have to go here for now. And I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate this guy because it is so big. I may have to forego. What I might do is take this off the back and make a small flower out of their existing flower, just to honor the elementary kids there. Actually, I'll just cut it out, and that's what I'll do off camera, is make a little flower with this still, and then put it I'll put it here maybe for decoration. But I got to get going so I can call my friend and see if we're going to the flea market. So when I come back, it may already be done. Like I said, I'll probably make a small flower out of this, just cut everything down to size. And then this somehow is going to be my planner. I just need to figure out how I'm going to cut it. Like, do I want the sun or do I want the meat? Or can they both fit in there? Maybe part of the meat. I don't know. I don't think I'll need that, so I'll put that to the side. But yeah, so I'll be back in a few seconds. All right, I'm back, you guys. No flea market. My friend didn't answer the phone, and just so you know, she lost her cell phone, and I think she really needs to get it replaced because she's using her home phone, which is downstairs, and I'm assuming if she's still sick, she may be upstairs in bed. So I'm going to call later and check on her again because this is the second day and she hasn't been answering her phone. But anyway, as you see, he's just in the front pocket for now. And then these I'm going to put in my trash bag behind me because I didn't use those. He'll go in here or in the next month as a belly band or something. Anyway, let's see. Where's my page? All right, here's the center page. I did add the birds here. And then on him, as you can see, I added a little shadow for him on the building because I needed it to stand out a little bit more. And that didn't really help that much. I was just going to outline the birds, but I think I'll just leave it the way it is. But yeah, so that's cool. That's coming along pretty cool. I like this. And then here's my page for next week, my journal card, which I better start doing some interesting stuff because I have a lot of space to write on. Decoration, tuck. You guys saw me do that. I deconstructed the elementary school flower and I made a smaller flower, and this is glued in, but this is not glued down, so I can see the back on that. And then for my pocket, I just took my map of the park and my receipt is in here, so that's just going to be tucked in there for now. And this is going to be my planner. I already started planning my week, and I added the word don't up here. Don't eat. I mean, you can, but I'm just saying, if you do, just add some more spice to it, and or a gravy would be good too. Yeah, nice white, like chicken gravy, like biscuits and gravy type of gravy would be good on this. Because other than that, it was okay. It just had no flavor, which I guess is not okay, right? It should have flavor. But anyway, so yeah. So that's that. And that was it. Look, I did do my journaling while I was sitting on the couch. And that's it for this week. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone that is a mom or acts like a mom or wants to be a mom or is a mom to pets. Either way, happy Mother's Day. I don't know what I'm going to do today. Now that I'm not going to the flea market, I got to call my mom later and I don't know. Let's see what I can get into. Chores, probably. And then working on the scrappy 8 now that I have an idea. And definitely need to slap Koa up here on the desk so I can get him done. All right. Till the next video, you guys take care and be kind and know I love you guys. Just